What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here helping you take your game to the next level. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to destroy one of the toughest defenses in Madden 18. Now, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to improve your Madden game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So what's going on, guys? Like I said, today I'm going to be going over the best ways to destroy one of the toughest defenses in Madden 18. And this is something that I've been getting asked a whole lot lately. As Cover 3 is starting to become so popular this year, people are just having a lot of trouble stopping it. And I made a video earlier in the year on how to stop Cover 3, but you know, this game being different than in years past, how it's evolved, how 91 zone coverage has, you know, become a thing, and it makes us have to adjust how we play offense. So, you know, obviously Cover 2 and Cover 4 are both hard to go against for their own rights, their own reasons, but Cover 3 is becoming harder to go against too. And kind of a problem with Cover 3 too is, for some reason, standard pass rush is better with Cover 3 than with other coverage shells. Not sure why, it's just kind of glitchy like that. So I think that's part of the reason it's making Cover 3 so tough, especially in Ultimate Team with people that are, you know, using so many 91 zone guys now, making it tough to go against. So I'm going to go over just some basic ways to beat this. Now, I did recently drop my Gun Bunch ebook, and in that ebook I have like 17 different play setups of how to attack and destroy every coverage in the game. So I'm going to show some basic ways to beat Cover 3 in this video, but if you want some more advanced ways, definitely check out the ebook. It is in the description and in the comment section. There's a lot of high-powered offensive plays in that ebook to, you know, destroy not only Cover 3 but every coverage in the game. So one basic way to destroy Cover 3, and you know, I've talked about this play so much, but it is one of the best plays in the game for a reason, because it's so good against a lot of coverages. Now, the PA post out of Gun Bunch, you know, you don't have to use PA post, but I want to talk more about the, you know, the route combos, the techniques that we're going to use with this play. So a very typical setup you see with this play is you drag RB, you drag B, and then you motion B over to the other side of the field, creating a mesh concept. But the important thing to realize about plays like this is what we have here is we have two routes that stretch the deep zones, and then we have two underneath routes crossing in opposite directions, making it hard. So we have Jordy Nelson on a C route, which is basically just a corner route. That's going to stretch a deep zone. We have Randall Cobb on that deep post that goes over the middle. That's going to stretch deep zones. That's going to pull hook zones back as well. So if they're running a Cover 3 and they're not playing underneath coverage, both of our drag routes will be open. So even if the user defender uses one of them, we still always have another option. And that's just a basic way that you can do this out of, you know, any play that has a corner out and a post. You put two drag routes on it, it becomes hard to stop. So here we'll look at, you know, just standard Cover 3. We'll run it, and then we'll go to the replay. So you just have to make your reads. We see, all right, we have the underneath stuff, so we take that up the field, and we got about 7 yards. That's a perfectly fine gain. If you're getting 7 yards, 5 yards of play, you're doing phenomenal. So, you know, when it comes to beating these type of coverages, you really have to learn how to be patient and make reads, and that's something that definitely, you know, some people are just gifted with it and just have it naturally. Many of us, like myself, have to work on it. I still make bad reads all the time. It's just I'm not great at making reads, but the more you work on it and, you know, force yourself to slow down and really, you know, analyze what's going on the field, you're going to get better at this. So we see, like, at this part of the field right here, we can see we have two guys that are open, all right? We have this drag right here, which is our tight end. He's clearly open, right? He's underneath both of those Vikings players, and there's nobody out here. He's open. And then right here, a little bit maybe less open, just because, you know, we have this Viking that's a little bit more to the outside of him, whereas right here, there's really, other than that cornerback deep left, there's nobody on the outside of this tight end here. Whereas right here, we still have this linebacker, or is that's Sendejo? That's the strong safety that's down in the hook zone. He's to the outside of Devontae Adams here, so he's in a little bit better space. But even still, look at all the open space around him. So we just dump it off right there. We take it upfield, and of course, Sendejo is the closest defender, so he comes and makes the tackle. But we got about 6-7 yards before he made the tackle. So let's run it again. And you know, this might be simple to some people, but I really want to break this down slowly for, you know, people that aren't as advanced, and really analyze the replays and show you what's going on. So here we're going to run the same concept. Alright, we have RB, he's open. And and we get up the field. We get a tremendous amount of yards. We get 10 plus yards there. We'll look at the replay briefly because it's literally the same thing, but just to show you once again, we notice all the zones are drifting back. They're drifting back. We have both of these guys underneath. There's nobody anywhere around the tight end. You know, the closest guy is about 6 yards away. Closest guy to Adams right here is about 5 or 6 yards away. And of course, when we throw it, yeah, they're gonna break on it once we throw it, but that's after we're already in open field. So now you say, okay, well, what if they play underneath coverage, which they could do. Now, what happens when they play underneath is now this guy, Barr, he's going to stay low right where that drag was coming. Sendejo, he's going to get low down here right where that drag was coming. Both of these hook zones are going to stay low right here as the drags are crossing over the middle. So watch what happens. The drag routes will not be open now, but we'll have something else open, and that's why you have to read the defense if you want to beat these type of defenses. So we see, all right, they're clamped down, but now look what happens. Jordy Nelson's open because the defense has committed to playing lower. So go to the replay. Now we watch the play develop. So, okay, freeze frame it right here. Bam, tight end. This linebacker is playing aggressive on him. Now the linebacker is going to pass him off. You see, he kind of pushes him, and now he's like, all right, it's your problem now, Anthony Barr. He's in your area. Now, yes, Davante Adams is open right over the middle for a split second, but if we throw this, you see how Kendricks is like breaking on him. So if we throw this here, let's see where we're at. We're on about the 24-yard line. All right, so if we throw this right here, we may get 3 to 4 yards, maybe. But Kendricks is going to come down and hit him. He might drop the ball. You know, he could fumble the ball, or it's going to be a minimal gain. Now, if we're playing someone that's usering, and they're usering that guy, okay, he's usered. Tight end is pretty much double teamed over here. But look what happens to Jordy Nelson. Because Anthony Barr is committed to playing low now, that leaves Jordy Nelson wide open on the back end. So you have to read the defense. And if you read the defense, it's not going to steer you wrong. I mean, yeah, you might get confused every once in a while, but it's important to read the defense. So here, watch. I'm going to throw it to Davante Adams this time. Okay, he's open. I'm going to throw it to him right here, but look, exactly like what I said happens. He got lit up. He caught the ball. He only got about 2 yards, though, because the thing is, just because he looks wide open for this second right here, when he catches it, he still has to kind of slow down to catch the ball a little bit. So as soon as he catches it, he tries to turn upfield, boom, he's met by Kendricks. Took a hit stick. Luckily, he didn't drop it or fumble it, but he only picks up about 2 yards. That's not good. But watch one more time as we're going to show you. We're going to play him in underneath coverage. As you can see, hard flats on the field. Okay. Jordy Nelson's wide open. They can't cover. They're not going to be able to cover both deep reads and both underneath. So now let's. We're going to switch to a different play here, just to give you a. Now, like I said, obviously there's other ways to beat cover 3, but this is the easiest and probably hardest way, you know, to stop for the average opponent. So here we'll go to the gun tight offset tight end formation to play Y out. This is a play that if you know any of the competitive players or are familiar with them, this is a play that Dub.Dovey has kind of made famous these past few months. He runs this play into the ground. If you watch his stream, he will run this play 80% of the game because it does a great job against all kind of coverages. It's the same principle. So we'll block the running back here, and we're going to take the A tight end. We're going to put him on a drag. We already have X on a drag. So again, similar principle. We have 2 drags crossing over the middle of the field from opposite sides. We have a corner route on one side of the field and a post route on the other side of the field. Now, the post routes aren't going to do as good against cover 3 because that middle deep zone is going to kind of take them away, but the post route can come more into play when they're playing like a cover 2 or something like that. But this video, we're just talking about cover 3. So again, you see, we just assess what's going on. We see, okay, wide open. That's a 10-yard gain easily, and we probably could have got more, but we just fell down. We just gave ourselves up on the play. Go to the replay here. You see, stop it right here. Okay, this guy is clearly wide open. Now, this is something you want to pay attention to because right here, you're looking at this and you're saying like, all right, neither Nelson nor the tight end look open. But as you see, if you wait a split second longer, because right now we don't know what Anthony Barr is going to do. Okay, now on this side of the field, because of the way the play is set up, you know, Kendricks had to immediately respect Davante Adams because we did not play the defense underneath. So, Randall Cobb is just wide open, and that's why we delivered it to him. He was easily wide open. Right here, this looks like everything's covered up. we have to wait and see what the defenders are going to do. That's why making reads is so important. Now, yeah, if you see Randall Cobb is just wide open, then sure, just dump it to Randall Cobb. He's wide open. But we need to wait and see sometimes what the defenders are going to do, because they're not going to take away both of these routes. You see, if we wait just a little bit longer, Anthony Barr starts to drift back, and now Kendricks, there's nobody out here to stop him. If we throw it in stride, he's going to catch it. So I'm going to actually go run this again and show you what happens here. So we're going to set the play up. Going to base align the defense just to give it a realistic look. Most people base align when you play them online. So watch. All right, is he open? Is he open? Is he open? He is wide open. He didn't look open, but if you wait just a split second longer, the defender is going to reveal himself. He's going to reveal his hand. So go to the replay again. As of right here, we're not sure what Anthony Barr is going to do. Is he going to go take Nelson? Is he going to take Kendrick? We don't want to throw it immediately because we don't know what he's going to do yet. We wait a little bit, let him show his hand. Now it's quite clear that, yeah, he's pretty much evenly in between both of us, but there's no way that he can stop this drag because we're in stride. He's backpedaling. We're in stride. Once we catch it in stride, we're already to the outside of him to turn this up the field. But if we were to try to hit Nelson here, he would easily be able, especially because of his height, to get his hands on the ball. So you just have to sometimes let the defenders reveal their hand. I'm gonna go look at one other quick technique really quickly, which is not as good as it was last year, but this is still a good way. You could do this out of deuce close. You could do this out of the gun tight formation we were just in, and it's the bench concept. So this is a little bit more basic. It's not as explosive, but again, you have these out routes and you have these corner routes. So we hike the ball, let the defenders show their hand. Alright, we clearly have outside leverage there. He's clearly wide open. Now the defender was close, but once we got that outside leverage on him to number 84, you see Kendricks kind of bites down for a split second, and then you see like how he kind of stops right here because now he's going to start drifting back. But right when he did that, we threw the ball anyway. But even if he were to keep biting down here, we have outside leverage. So if we throw the ball out here, and we have a fast guy, we can get around him. So let's do it one more time. I'm going to show you. So again, we're just going to snap the ball. We're going to let the defense show their hand. See how Kendricks backed off? We're wide open now. He backed off. It looked like he was going to attack it, but he backed off. We're not going to throw the other side of the field here, but we'll go look at it. Same thing here. You see Anthony Barr, he's clearly committing to Nelson. He's clearly committing to Nelson. We have our tight end wide open. So again, we go back to this. If they decide to play underneath coverage, it's the same concept as before, except now instead of it being drag routes, it's out routes. The out routes are going to be covered. So we just let them show their hand. Okay, you want to take the out routes? We're gonna go take the corner route now. We let the defenders show their hand. Don't try to get the ball out so quickly. I know that sometimes with crazy pass rush you need to get the ball out quickly, but a lot of times when people are running these stock coverages, you will have time to get your passes off. Let the defenders show their hand. You see on both sides of the field, both of these out routes are covered. Anthony Barr is committed over here. This linebacker is committed. You see Sendejo committed to the out route. Kendricks is sitting underneath as well. So if we can get this ball to the outside corner here, we can cut underneath the cornerback like we did right here. So basically, when you're trying to beat cover 3, you need high-low reads attacking the outside of the field. Let the defenders show their hands. If they jump down, that's when you go over top. If they drift back, you go underneath, and you might only pick up 5 or 6 yards, and it is something you have to be patient with. You don't want to be stubborn and just say, oh, I want the big play every time. Some person might only give you 5 yards of play up the field, but that's the way you get up the field. You take what the defense gives you. You can't just say, well, I want this route, so this is the route I'm going to take. No, take the 5-yard route if that's what they give you. Enough 5-yard routes will get you down the field into the end zone or in the scoring position. So I hope this video helped, guys. As always, if you enjoyed it, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.